And some latest pictures coming in from Chhapra in Bihar, where parents have been on the rampage after what happened earlier, with 22 kids having died in what is being called a midday murder after consuming a midday meal. Rohit Singh is joining us on the phone line. Rohit, clearly the parents have decided to take the law into their hands. We'll go to Rohit in just a bit, but this is the kind of rampage that we're seeing. We don't know at this point whether they're workers of a political party or just parents of the kids who have lost their lives as part of what we are calling here the midday murder. 22 children are dead, 28 still in hospital in Patna in a very critical condition. At this point, we haven't heard from the state government, apart from the Nitish Kumar government and the JDU saying that this is part of a political conspiracy to destabilize the government. But clearly, the parents in Chhapra have decided to take the law into their own hands and showing their anger out on the streets of Chhapra. Parents, in fact, storming a government building there, and the kind of rampage that we're seeing, breaking the windows and also the flower pots that we saw on the way, causing destruction and damage to the building in an effort to show their anger. We don't know whether this is just the parents or some political parties or political workers are also part of this crowd. We're going to go to Rohit Singh in just a bit. But there have been protests on the streets of Chhapra also after what happened yesterday. The kids, after consuming their midday meal, complained of vomiting and nausea and were taken to the nearby hospital. From there, they were moved to Chhapra, to the Chhapra hospital, and from Chhapra moved to Patna. But the allegation is several-fold. One of the first things that the parents are saying is that the government was very slow to react. And had they reacted in time, perhaps many more lives could have been saved. At this point, the death toll is a horrific 22. 22 children have died, most of them under 10 years of age. We saw several of those parents of children who have unfortunately died in this incident extremely bereaved after what had happened and saying that the government could have acted in time. We've seen an extremely stinging attack coming in from a friend turned foe, the BJP, as far as the Nitish Kumar government is concerned, which has given enough fodder for the Nitish Kumar government to turn around and say that this is a political conspiracy without wanting to take any responsibility for what has happened in Chhapra. Even now, 28 children are still battling for their lives in a hospital in Patna. Kavita Krishnan, member CPIML, is joining us on the phone line. Ma'am, we are seeing the kind of anger and protest on the streets of Chhapra. What do you have to say?
I think it's an absolutely horrendous incident that has happened, and the government of Bihar just cannot wash its hands off the responsibility. It reflects on the crisis of the education system, of the midday meal worker system. We've been saying that from our women's organization for a very long time, and above all, it reflects on the rampant corruption that is ongoing in these schemes inside Bihar. And the thing is that this is not something new. You see, this has been happening for a very long time. In this case, it has led to a tragedy of this magnitude. But the warning signs were there all the time, which the government chose to ignore. And today, the education minister is even resigning. There is no move on part of the government to accept culpability for this and to fix responsibility and ensure punishment for who is responsible for this terrible act. And little children, innocent little children, have paid for what is, for Nitish Kumar's, tall claims of Sushashan. This is the reality, and this is not new. This has been there for a very long time, and I think that by managing the media, he has managed to get much of this suppressed in the past. But now, it's all coming out with this terrible tragedy.
Kavita Krishnan, Politburo member of the CPIML. Thanks so much.